Okay, we'll call this special board meeting of March 20th to order. And Bambi, let the minutes reflect that we have an established quorum. And I will comment our new board member gets to start out with a special board meeting. How about that? So, action items, we'll just go right into it, and it's the Dogwood properties.
Yes. So the first action item is action on 847 South Dogwood. So you should have, if you got them as a hard copy on the front page, the first thing highlighted will be the address, 847 South Dogwood. And you'll notice underneath that it says contingent on your approval. This was my counter. The second page shows that both parties have signed off on it, so the only thing that this is waiting on is you all's approval. And the third page shows the purchase price of $285,000. As a reminder, for those of you who have your device, there is a document down under executive files.
Got the spreadsheet brought up.
There's
right
a document under executive files that has a spreadsheet that shows what our listing price, what our appraised price was. So for this property, our appraised price was $275. We listed it at $299, and the offer that I'm asking you to accept or approve is $285. So it's above the appraised value, slightly below the asking price. So I would ask that you all approve that sale. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, now to 851.
All right, second action item is 851 South Dogwood. This is the smaller building over there. We called it CO2. Same setup. This is contingent on you all's approval. Both parties have signed the second page. The offer on this one was on the third page, $205,000. Again, in that spreadsheet that you don't have. The appraised value of this one was $175. No, I'm sorry, $185. It was $185. And the list price was $199. And we have been offered $205. And I would recommend that we accept that offer.
Motion to accept.
Seconded.
Did we get a second? Yep. All right, all in favor? Aye. Opposed?
So just
Good.
for your information, we had multiple offers on both properties. And so I think we came out pretty good on those. Came out with more than appraised value and right at what we were asking, or really close. All right, the third item is a little bit different because you all we've not talked about this in a couple of years, but while we were working through those two properties, it came up that the 2 acres right next to us, just to the west right here, that the church owns, that they might be at a point where they're interested in selling that now. We had offered them money for it in '22, and going back and forth, currently have a counter from them. Mark's not here. So the price that they have countered is $195. I think that is a fair price. It's on the high side of fair, but I think it's a fair price. And I'm basing that off of a recent board member that is no longer on the board, just bought some property very close, and this is considerably less than he paid for 2 acres that he purchased. His was a corner lot on a dirt road and Sherry Whitlock, but his was considerably more. And based on his experiences, I think that the $195 is a fair price for the 2 acres. Don't know that we'll have the opportunity to get it again. And right now it's not been officially put on the market, so we have a chance to get it. My purpose for getting this, or I think our purpose for getting this, would just be so that we have all of the land between the administration building and the rodeo grounds that we will own, and that gives us opportunities to do something with that in the future. Now, if you ask me for specifics on what the plan is for that property, I do not have specifics. That's up for you all to decide at some point, but I think it gives you some opportunities. You know, at some point, we may need a pre-K center. We may need an alternative education building. At some point down the road, somebody may want to build a fine arts center, something like that. But it gives us basically 6 acres between here and the rodeo grounds that is contingent to this property and the baseball, softball field property that you all have options with in the future. Squares it all off. Yes.
So it's all our property and then rodeo grounds.
Yes.
No more open property.
Correct. So if you all approve this, if you all approve that price, all I have to do is sign it and send it back, and we are contracted.
And the funds are going to come from?
Sale of the building.
Perfect.
So good question. The money that we get from the sale of the 2 buildings will go into the building fund, and then we would pay this
Perfect.
property out of that.
Great.
We actually have enough in the building fund right now
Sure.
to cover.
Yeah. Okay.
I make a motion to approve, definitely.
That purchase. Okay.
Second?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.